To be the greatest in the kingdom is to be the least, to be the last, and that means to serve, the humility. Once I started understanding that on Jesus' nature and who he is, I realized, oh, I'm serving because I love people, not just people at the church, but what I learned serving at the church helped me serve others that don't know the Lord. My name is Kasey Atkins. I'm a part of the production team here at Koinonia Church. I've been running camera and serving here for a little over 2 years now. My wife and I, we moved to Hanford, and we saw Koinonia on the freeway. I'm like, oh, let's just go there. And once we got here, right away, it was like, yeah, we could get plugged in and serve. Krista got a part of the worship team, and then once I got here, I'm going to film school, film major, and I saw the camera equipment here in the church. I was like, we got to go to this church. I was like, we could serve here. I could serve here because I could run camera. Do you see those cameras? So I was really excited about that. And right away we got in, and I asked, like, who's running these cameras? Who's the leader of the team? How can I be a part of it? And they're like, oh yeah, sure, right away. And sure enough, I started running camera, and ever since. Getting behind the camera and shooting someone, I know there's a story in front of me that needs to be told, and so every time I do that, it brings joy and excitement. But there's one story I remember that really reminds me of why it's important to serve and be committed to serving in whatever aspect of servanthood that you're in. I was driving this van out in the fields back home, out in the middle of nowhere, and I remember I saw this guy. He kind of looked kind of homeless, and he was kind of walking across the street. I realized who it was. His name, I was like, Jake. He's all, Kasey? He's like, yeah. I was like, what are you doing out here? He's like, oh, I'm trying to walk back to another town. It was about like 10 miles the other way. I'm like, well, why don't you get in the van? I'm like, all right. He gets in the van. And then as we're driving him back, I was like, what have you been up to? He's like, you know what? It's really funny that you're driving me back home. I was like, why is that funny? He's like, because when I come to the youth group, when I used to be a youth leader, and that was about 10 years ago, he's like, you used to drive me home every night. And I didn't have a ride home. He was kind of homeless because his parents are broken and a broken family. He's like, that was probably my favorite time of just talking with you. And I knew the Lord most by conversing with you, driving home 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I realized, as much as if you might get tired or it's frustrating if you need been serving for a long time and you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, understand that the Lord takes time and process, and He wants to grow you while you're serving, but also that's the extension of growing His kingdom around it. And those are the people we might not know how much effect we'll have. My encouragement is stay committed, get plugged in, serve out of good heart, and you'll be blessed because of it. Hi, I'm Kasey Atkins, and I serve here at Koinonia.